Just a disclaimer, the audio in this episode got a little jacked up, so please enjoy this recording from Zach's iPhone.
Sorry.
The program you are about to listen to contains graphic scenes of stupidity, Sam Foltz, and Zachary Showing single. You have been warned.
Welcome to the We Don't Know What This Is podcast. I'm Zachary Schoensiegel.
And I'm Sam Foltz.
How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing pretty all right. This is the first episode we've recorded in, 3 weeks?
Yeah, this might not actually be a recording, but who knows? We'll see.
Well,
I trust it.
I don't, but you know what? It's fine. We got a backup.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
All right. So today, Zach, who do we have?
We have Miss Katie Ashbaugh. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay. How's it going?
I don't know. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
I'm tired. Honestly, I'm just
yeah,
tired.
you said you were
Dude, we swapped roles.
Yeah, well, when we were recording, before, you just almost fall asleep with the microphone.
Well, that was because, no offense, but some of them were just the most boring things I've had.
Hey, don't be dissing the people that have been on before. It's rude.
But I've just been away from the microphone for a little too long. And I doubt this is even picking up right now.
It's fine.
Yeah, we'll trust it.
It's fine.
Wait, don't we normally record an audition?
It's fine.
That's our problem.
I don't have audition right now because I don't go to that school anymore.
Oh, yeah. Colby's going to start doing that class just steal it.
Yeah, and he's going to give me his Adobe license.
I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Doesn't Mr. Packard listen to this?
Yeah.
Well,
He's fine.
Yeah, so he doesn't mind that we're stealing. I promise. I didn't steal. All right. So anyway, back to the normal thing. Katie, you are what grade are you? You're a sophomore in college?
Yeah, I'm about to be a sophomore in college.
Okay. What are you majoring in?
I was majoring in humanities with a concentration in gender and ethnic studies, but I am switching back to a elementary ed major. But I think I'm gonna keep my Spanish minor as well. So.
That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking places.
Spanish is a very handy language.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I didn't really understand how many people spoke Spanish, but you gotta think pretty much the entirety of South America minus Brazil and then I think a couple others. I'm pretty sure the majority of
It's one of the biggest languages.
Yeah.
I used to know the stats. I don't anymore, but.
Because and then in Spain, which in Europe, everybody, it's a very diverse group. So there's a lot of Spanish speaking people.
Yeah, and I don't know, I'm probably gonna go study abroad in Korea and learn Korean there as well. South Korea, not North Korea.
Ooh. You get there, but you can never leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Learn for life.
Learn from Hotel California.
Yeah.
What?
What?
You can come anytime you like, but you can never leave. That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
No.
Okay.
Katie was ever so gracious to bring us Coke today. Here's the sound of a Coke can on the microphone. I hope you enjoyed that little
That's it.
ASMR.
The pop, the soda, not anything else.
Yeah, sorry we clicked the box. So anyway.
The box doesn't matter anymore, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. So, being like this is somewhat turned into a fireside chat, I would presume.
Yeah, basically.
What hobbies are you into?
Well, right now I'm liking to go on lots of walks, long walks. I like to, not fitness. I mean, I'm trying to work out right now, but I just don't know.
Yeah, imagine me actually trying to be fit for once. That'd be weird.
I think it's I always imagine Eli Ball, one of our friends, he's been on the podcast. I think it'd be really funny if after college for some reason like we all kind of like go our separate ways, and then like we all like get back together, and Eli's like 6 feet tall, and he's like super buff.
Just a different guy.
Yeah, he's like Lou Ferrigno kind of buff, but his face looks exactly the same.
It's just Eli's face on a different guy.
Exactly. That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Hi Eli, if you're listening.
Hi, Eli. I think they will listen. He told Amelia that this is going to be his favorite episode. So
We should have had Amelia. Is she working today?
they're on their way to Chicago.
Oh, that's right. Aren't they going?
People are going places. I'm just stuck here.
They're going.
I felt that. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to Florida in like 2 weeks for a week.
Stop it.
I know you don't understand how excited I am for that.
He's going fish.
Yeah, we're going inshore fishing if the guy ever emails my dad back. Hi, Dad. My dad listens to this podcast. Did you know that?
Yeah, you've mentioned that a few times now.
Yeah, just a few. Well, I'm going to grab a cake.
Anyways, back to my hobbies.
Yeah, what are you up to recently?
You're good. I don't know, like I've been just random people asking me to hang out, so I've been doing a lot of that. Been hanging out a lot with Evan, my buddy Evan, and I don't know, just trying to keep myself busy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I can tell that I'm like, I still have things that I need to do since I've graduated from high school, but I'm not like as into things. Like I'm not as plugged into like all of my friends as I had before. I just haven't seen them. Like it's just dropped off like immediately.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, no, sorry, what?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I can't imagine having to go from like kind of dropping off like that, especially with how close everyone in the swing choir got this past year.
Yeah.
You guys had a group chat. Like when I was in swing choir, everyone hated each other. I don't know. I don't think everyone hated each other. It just wasn't really like a close community. And then like obviously when some of the younger kids came in, like it got to be a little bit better. But still, there was so much drama, just so much going on. And now I feel like you guys are all just like
next year. I'm hoping that because me and Eli. We're left in charge of the tenor section because Finn's moving to bass.
I'm sorry.
I was talking to Susan. I was just like, I don't know what you guys are thinking. She's like, yeah, I don't know either. Just like,
Tim always says that you're always on the wrong voice part.
me?
Well, no, just everybody. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I should have moved you to tenor like 4 years ago, even though like you've been in bass. Your whole life.
I never thought that I could sing that high, and then we sang "Do You Love Me," and I was just like, we sang it like 10 times. By the way, after we toured the schools for swing choir, my voice was shot.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk for like a week.
That's just how it goes.
Yep, anything goes.
I don't think I was ever like a true soprano. I mean, I think that I could sing pretty high and whatever, but it was never comfortable. But you know, I was always soprano one, so
Yeah. You just go with it.
yeah,
Because you
had
need
to go with
strong
it.
people on each part. It's just until some
Wow,
people.
is that your way of saying that I'm a loud singer, but I'm not good?
No,
Wow.
that's not what I meant.
No, I know that's what you meant. Just tell me you hate me, Sam.
Well, that's the end of this episode.
But swing choir. I feel like we talk about swing choir in here a lot, but I guess you were a former member of swing choir. For all you listeners who didn't figure
You
that out.
guess
And I was the choreographer.
Yes,
this past year.
that's. I'm clarifying for the listeners just in
Yeah.
case they didn't figure that out.
all the people that know all about this, you're just telling them again.
Yeah. Well,
You're talking to your dad, aren't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I hope that your drive home from work is adequate.
Yeah.
Better than National Public Radio.
Did you guys get a new host at the radio station?
We have Alan now. He's the owner of the radio station. He took over for
Jimmy?
Jam and Jimmy.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say it's like
Jimin?
is
Jam and Jimmy.
well, I thought that
Jam and Jimmy.
Jimin.
Jimmy.
I thought that you guys were just on satellite since you guys didn't have one, but now that I know it's Alan,
Yeah, it's just Alan.
because this morning I listened to the radio probably about like 9:30, and I figured that would have been like Talk of the Town, Big Metal, wasn't it?
That's only on WSAL, the AM station. They only put Talk of the Town on WSAL.
How can you understand what they're saying?
The FM part of WSAL, the 94.9, is much better than the AM.
Oh, I always listen to 102.3, and Matthew Paul always talks about it.
Maddie Paul in the morning.
Maddie, yeah. Or is that what I'm thinking? I don't know. It's like Katie, how you're a BTS super fan. I'm a 102.3 The River super fan.
Wow.
So, like, I
Win
actually
tickets for it.
have no clue what has been going on with BTS. Like, I went on Twitter today and apparently, sorry to overshine what you were talking about, but
I don't.
talking about the radio on the podcast.
Free radio.
Free radio. But I went on Twitter and apparently they're all working on solo music now and like all this stuff, and I'm like, honestly,
I guess I missed something. Did they like split up or something?
no, I don't think they're not disbanding or anything, but
My dad sent me a picture of my cat and my dog.
Wow.
That's adorable.
Aw.
I know.
But they're not disbanding. They're going on a bit of a hiatus. Even though they just went on a break, they put out their anthology album recently, like a week ago.
I want to start a band.
I also want to start a band. I want to be in a band.
I feel like being in a band would just be a fun hobby, but I don't know enough people who like can play an instrument. I know like 3 or 4.
I'll be the sound guy for a band.
Yeah, but I mean, like, aside from like horn instruments, unless you want to have a horn section, which, with all due respect, horn sections are awesome. Like Prince
Right.
had one.
Whenever I think of a band right now, I think of like how Finley is like super obsessed with Tally Hall.
Yeah, I know.
No, I think it's cute.
I'm upset. Lately, I've been obsessed with no music, because
Yeah, me neither.
I haven't. I need to find someone. Like, I mean, I still like Elton John.
I just don't use my Spotify anymore. Like you said, you like listening to the radio, just like whatever's on there.
Well, I don't have an aux in my car.
Oh, that's a
It's not
problem.
that. If I don't like a song, I'll listen to the same Billy Joel CD until the song's over.
Just the same song and repeat.
Practically, track number 4, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Oh,
I love that song.
Just don't overplay it.
No, I listened to that song. I knew the whole song from like to heart, except that I get the first like few lyrics mixed up. But
Yeah.
yeah,
for sure.
faux show. I love Mr. Valencia would say faux show a lot. Speaking of which, I guess you guys aren't in high school anymore. Never mind.
I don't know.
This is hard. It's hard.
It's terrible.
All of my I feel like I had a ton of senior friends this year, and they all graduated. I mean, like a senior does, and
Yeah.
now I'm just like, what now?
Oh, never mind.
What? Okay.
Kidding. No, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of my friends were in high school this year, and now I'm just,
Now you're just on a podcast.
now I'm on a podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Chilling.
Didn't you want to start a podcast?
I did. I really did. Mallory and I wanted to start one about BTS. I don't know. I've been not keeping up with BTS, not just because of recent events, but also just in general. Like, I've been learning less and less about them, and
I don't keep up on
this.
any.
I don't listen to the news. I don't really care
Lately,
about
you know
what's
what
happening.
I've devoted my life to 2 things: work
And fishing.
and fishing. Dude, I love fish.
Let's talk about fishing.
I
one more
caught.
time.
Yeah, let's talk about,
Sure, yeah,
let's talk
why
about
not?
fishing. I caught last time I went fishing. I mean, like a few times I went fishing. I've caught some ginormous crappie, and I use artificial bait, which is like little like plastic rub things that like with like the tails that like spin in the water. I've never caught anything on those until recently. I think I was just using them wrong, but now I catch stuff on them all the time. So
Getting better at it.
Good job.
yeah, thank you. I want to get because I have a medium action pole, but I want to get a heavier pole for bigger fish. So I'm not afraid that my pole snaps. You guys probably have no
I
idea.
have no idea what you're talking about, Sam.
Well, no, there's like
No,
an
I
action.
realize. I know what you're talking about, but it's
Medium-
not like
yeah, I don't-
like picture it or anything.
Right.
because-
I want a pole that with an action is like how like sensitive or like how much it bends.
Okay.
Is like the simple way to put it, I think.
Is that a problem that poles just like snap in half because you're trying to pull in too big of a fish?
That's
like, do they
because-
snap in half like ever?
They can. Like
Because I see like poles and stuff that they're like U-shaped. at
Oh
some
no,
point.
that's normal. Like you want your pole to. I mean, not like maybe like a ton. You don't want it to be like a 90 or like somehow managing to do 180. Like, you want it to be not like a super, that's why you want to get like a heavy action pole. They're less sensitive, but they can catch bigger fish. Like if you want to catch like carp and kind of stuff, because they fight a lot and they're really heavy.
Yeah.
You don't want to use like an ultralight pole for like bluegill and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's see, look, I want to.
I'm glad that you have a passion.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm glad that you have a passion and something to do with your life right now.
Yeah, I like 2 weeks ago I wouldn't have known that, but now I do because I did my research and I need to do.
Did you watch a YouTube video?
No, I actually spent like 4 hours researching on the way back from Kentucky. Speaking of which, we went to Mammoth Cave. And
I saw that.
It was pretty cool. My background
I went
actually
there.
on my lock screen is Mammoth Cave.
I love that.
That's great.
So at night I don't blind myself with a picture of, I think it was Eli. My home screen is the picture of you in the Haps trolley.
Oh no. I would love to see that.
Just peeking through my
Just, I'm
hat.
just in there.
I don't like that it's like awful quality image.
Yeah, see, look, peeking through.
Yeah.
We need to, have you and Colby done anything recently?
Yeah, we've been around. Basically, it's just been working out here a lot at the fairgrounds. Just been.
When is Fair Week?
Yeah, it's
July 11th to 17th. That's what, a month?
I thought it was the 16th. Okay.
Okay.
Air conditioner.
Air conditioner. I hope that we don't sound super distorted in the recording.
Earlier we were talking about how none of us have been keeping up with anything. All that matters to Sam right now is like work and fishing.
Yep.
Zach is
I have no idea what day it is.
Dude,
honestly.
I don't know what day it is
It's
either.
Tuesday, I think. No, yeah, it's
Well, I
Tuesday.
know it's Tuesday, but I think it's the 14th maybe.
Is it?
Yeah,
Do the
that's what my
walkthrough
watch
apartment
says.
store.
Yep. Dude, like literally, I've been so antisocial lately. Not like on purpose. It's kind of just happens.
Yeah, I was thinking about you the other day. Like, hey, we should do something.
Thanks.
Because
Because
I'm
That's so
like,
sweet.
hey,
yeah, well,
friends.
look at us. We're podcasting. Speaking of which, your grad party was a pretty cool grad party.
well, thank you.
I didn't get
thank
invited.
you. I'm sorry. I thought you would just arrive for some reason.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Dude, I
I'm
went to-
messing
I
with
feel
you.
bad.
I went to Luke's grad party, like Luke Allen.
Yeah, I was busy.
On my lunch, like it was from like 12 to 2, and at 12:30 I had lunch because like where I work, not disclosing where. Please don't. Tell me.
We have already disclosed that multiple times.
We have.
Yes.
Okay, well I work in a grocery store. I
I mean, you're bagging people's groceries. What do they think?
well, I'm saying so I don't get
In
stalked.
this,
I don't know why people would want to stalk me. They just get annoyed if they like kidnap me or something. Just saying. But anyway, I had 30 minutes. I took 10 minutes to drive there, 10 minutes to devour like 3 breadsticks, like 4 slices of pizza, and pounded like 2 Dr. Peppers.
You're insane.
And then I was just like, hey Luke, congratulations, got my car, went to work. It was awesome. And it was all for
I had
free.
a mini blizzard last night from Dairy Queen and like threw up immediately. Like
Oh,
I can't
no.
have it. Like food right now is just not for me.
that's terrible.
Food is
It's not my thing
It is
right
my
now.
thing.
I'm going like
I've done, okay, sorry,
miles
no.
of walks every day. And
I've done 3 things recently. I've worked, went fishing, and ate a lot of food.
That's good for you though. I'm glad I'm happy.
Dude, you know what? As Danny Chin Hong once told me, do what makes you happy. And so I did. I ate a lot of food and I feel great. Now, maybe my heart's like, oh, too much cholesterol. I don't care.
Your organs are just shutting down. It's
Yeah, you know
fine.
what? I'm young.
for long.
they told me-
Yeah, not for long.
but yeah, you know, I'm just living life to the fullest. So they told me to stop eating so much food.
The fullest that you can fill your clothes.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes a little too much. I like these shorts right now, but you know what? I'm comfortable. Also,
As long as you're comfortable.
it's like
yeah.
99 degrees today. So
Yeah.
stupid. Hold on, let me look at the Apple. What 89? Sorry, high of 94 though.
I thought it was like 97 that the high was supposed to be today.
You know the weather. It's
I don't
never right.
know.
That's
Yeah.
as Tim Cahalan would say. That's the only job you get paid for being wrong. Something along those lines,
Yeah.
which is very wise actually, because I've never seen
My parents say that a lot too.
I've never seen the weather be right. Yeah, wait, hold on. The high of this week is
they're supposed to be like somewhat accurate, just like to give us an idea kind of what we're expecting, but it's not supposed to be like, okay, it's going to be,
That's
it's
why.
going to rise 2 degrees in this 1 minute.
I think if I was better at science and stuff, I would love to be a meteorologist.
It would be,
because,
I think it'd be a cool job.
I think Mr. Beaver would be a really
But I
good
don't think I
meteorologist. Look at him.
He
looks like a meteorologist.
He comes into where I work sometimes.
Just look at him.
You can see his sweat stains, like
Well,
you know,
yeah.
like on the TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can you can see him when he comes
guy.
into where I work. He'll be wearing a bandana around his head, and he looks like Dwight. When he was talking about like recycling, like Recyclops, is that what it is? Yeah. But he looked like that, and I was like, he's the type of guy to like get on the news, and be like, the aliens are coming, start like freaking out.
Like in the middle of like a live newscast or something, he's like walking down the street and like takes the microphone from the reporter.
And then like there's like, the aliens.
I just want to clarify that I was not throwing any shade to Mr. Bieber about that sweat stains comment. I was just like imagining like a guy on the news like telling me the weather and seeing his sweat stains, and I feel like Andrew Bieber would like own
Dude,
that if that happened.
Mr. Bieber though, honestly,
Perspiration, it's great.
awesome person. He's pretty cool.
No, I adore him.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy. He's a very kind man too. From the whole like twice I talked to, I gave him a balloon one time. He was like, "Oh, thanks," and then probably immediately popped it.
No, I think that was the balloon that he just released into the hallways that just like drifted throughout the whole school for like the whole day.
Probably.
Like it was just being propelled by the AC system the whole day.
Was it like green with a face on it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
I know.
It was-
I stole that from somewhere.
Oh, okay. Why are you stealing people's balloons? That doesn't seem
For
very
fun.
That's
happy.
so mean.
We don't talk about brew. I remember one time, like it was a group that I had like just after Fiddler, and I woke up at like noon, and they're all like, "So we're going to Encanto at noon," and they were at the movie when I woke up, and I was just like,
Oh,
"Oops!" I texted and
I never get invited to that kind of crap.
What? Do you want to?
Like going to a movie.
Dude, do you want to go see the new Minions when it comes out? I'm going.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
We should.
I want to see it in IMAX.
Have you seen the like soundtrack for it?
No.
No.
Like they have, I forget who all is on it, but a very good lineup for that soundtrack.
Pharrell has done it the past few times, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, I bet he's still
Oh, boy,
going to be on it, but like
I'll bet you that
I know
movie-
that I think they might have Tyler the Creator on it. I'm not sure. I saw like a pretty good list of names.
Do you guys all want to? We can
I
all
can't
pitch
remember.
in because you know you can rent out a movie theater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not at Merrimax because they don't have like IMAX.
Oh, yeah,
I want to
that's
see it in
a good point.
IMAX.
You wanna-
There's one in
You wanna go
Lafayette.
see the new
I've never
movies
seen
in
a movie in
IMAX.
IMAX,
Yeah,
and I
dude.
want to go see a movie in IMAX. I don't care what it is.
Wait, what's the?
Like surround sound of like.
I mean, I could get that in
No.
my basement, but like,
Dude, you don't understand. Minions and IMAX would be.
it would be great. It would be
I mean, I'm
surreal.
down,
People
but I
talk
don't
so
want to rent out a whole movie.
Well, no, you just
maybe,
go.
okay, yeah, maybe not an IMAX movie theater, but a normal movie theater most definitely. People
sure.
talk
The
a lot of
closet.
crap about like Despicable Me and Minions. I enjoy them. I enjoy those movies.
They're just funny little blobs, like
Yeah,
doing their thing.
that's the best way. That's like a very Colby Anderson way to explain it. Just funny little blobs. Wait, okay, hold
Yep.
on. Lafayette IMAX Theater. Give me a second. East Side.
What was that one movie that was like doing really well? It was shoot, it was like the one with the planes.
The new Top Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
I wanted to go see that in IMAX, but my parents wouldn't take me.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I didn't want to go by
Now
myself.
playing
Maybe I could
I want
have
the
invited
planes.
Sam to go with me.
Jurassic,
Sam might have gone.
Top Gun, Elvis. I do. Yeah, it's gonna be an IMAX, baby. The right Minions, Rise of Gru. I also want to see the new Elvis that's coming out. I mean, I don't like Elvis, but it looks like a good movie. Did I interrupt this conversation? Or am I just the schizophrenic?
Well, wait, what?
Elvis.
Elvis. What?
I don't know.
This is the part of the episode where it starts dragging and you pick it back up.
Yeah.
Katie, what's your favorite movie of all time?
I love Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I've never seen it.
Me either.
It is a cult classic. It's so weird. Really doesn't make any sense. I don't know, but it's just so good. And Tim Curry is a wonderful, wonderful actor and performer, and so is everyone else in the movie.
I
And I just
know.
think it's very good.
I know Tim Curry from two movies. It like the original It and Clue.
I was gonna say The Butler and Clue.
Clue is a really good movie too.
It really is.
It's kind of weird, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, I agree.
I also really enjoy like I think I went
What's
on
your
a
favorite movie?
what?
What's your favorite movie?
Zach, you go.
I don't have one.
I think.
Oh, okay. I lied. Finding Nemo is my favorite.
Finding Nemo is good.
It's,
I can't like watch like emotional kids movies anymore.
They make me like sad.
That's terrible.
I know.
Because Finding Nemo is just so great.
It is.
Like when
really
it came
is.
out, like back in the day, I actually wore out the VHS tape with how many times I watched it.
That was me with like Chicken Little and The Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan version.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I love that movie too.
Pretty good.
It's a great movie.
Sam, you're having an existential crisis.
It really looks like it.
Top
Microwave.
top 4 movies. Empire Strikes
You
Back.
can't narrow it down any more than top 4.
No. Empire Strikes Back, Forrest Gump, which I didn't see until like 2 years ago, but I've watched it like 20 times in the past like 2 months. It's a good movie. Where did they go? Hold on, I have Saving Private Ryan and Interstellar. Interstellar is such a good movie.
Interstellar
Yeah, it is.
a very
You have to
good
set
movie.
aside like an entire day. Like I wanted to get together with Finn. This is completely off topic, and watch all of either the Lord of the Rings movies or the Star Wars movies. But you'd have to get together at like 6 in the morning and then just start watching them because there's so many.
I was gonna say you could do that with like probably all the gay boys. They'd probably do that with you.
Yeah.
It's like 9 hours a movie,
Yeah.
Really?
not a movie of movie.
Oh.
I was gonna say 9 hours for one movie.
I'm like,
Just set aside the entire day. Zack Snyder cut because he did like Justice League. It was like 4 hours long or something.
wow.
Which I don't know how you could have the attention span. I just watched the new Batman, like when it came out in theaters. I
wanted to see that.
I went to a viewing, and I had my tux on because I didn't have any other nice
Like a-
clothes.
Did you
Funeral?
your swing choir tux?
Well, minus the cummerbund and bow tie.
Okay, so
Oh,
yes,
okay.
your swing choir tux.
But without the studs. I didn't,
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't wear it with the studs.
Hey, it was.
And we got
sweet.
done there, and we're like, okay. And then we went to go see the Batman movie in our suits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
My suit for the Tonys, by the way, favorite thing I've ever worn. Ever. That's such a nice suit. It's plaid gray.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you
speaking
look
of the
nice.
Tonys, that recording that you have that's like been deep fried.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's,
Yeah, I listened
I
to
cried
the.
twice at the Tonys.
I listened to
So sad.
the Mikhail YouTube.
No, it's not sad.
Oh, then it's tears of joy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't know.
The Mi-
I cried when Sam sang, and I cried when Liam sang.
It's like a phone call.
Yeah, that's the video.
Dude, my vibrato was on point.
No, you sounded so wonderful. Zach, you
Really?
did so amazing as
Thank
well.
you.
And I knew that you could sing like that. What I didn't know is that Sam could sing like that. or that you
I
could
knew
do
that Sam could
anything.
sing like that.
I don't know if I still have it, but I had a video for the rehearsal, and it's my exposure's all the way up, and it's going, I'm falling fast again. But it's the camera's super shaky, and it's just like Finn's face just in front of the camera.
Oh my gosh.
It's great.
I think I just didn't know Sam could really sing like that because all I thought about with Sam singing was like you at Adam's Family call back. Oh, and she doesn't torture me anymore. And
How can I manage?
we were. I remember being like, oh my god, he's so cute. And then
I
like
destroyed it at the Tonys. I want to do
you
Man or-
really did.
I want to do Man or a Muppet next year with Eli.
I was supposed
That
to
would
do
be
that
great.
like my senior year with Leslie or junior year,
such a-
and then COVID happened.
It'd be such a fun.
That screwed up so much.
That's
terrible.
I know.
What?
COVID.
Yeah.
Like that just took like 2 years of my
You know,
my high
you know
school
what
career.
also made
just
me mad
put down
about?
the
Because I
toilet.
got quarantined for the only Tony I've ever gotten. Because this year I didn't get any Tonys because it's a popularity contest, and all I got was 3 ball sodas. But me and Peyton were the only
Ball
two that got
soda.
ball sodas. And I put them on my shelf. I was like, you know what? I won these. I'm not salty at all.
Sam,
I got best
Sam,
actress.
their
my
participation
junior year.
awards.
Yes, I'm fully aware.
I only ever got 2 Tonys. I got best actress my junior year, and we didn't actually get the Tonys because they were.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't get I got like the award, but not like an actual.
You know, honestly,
The award I've gotten
for SNL,
passing out.
I'm surprised that. Okay, I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get anything for it because I was up there, you know, putting the video together just as much as you guys were,
Yeah.
like for
I think
Ghost Adventures and stuff.
I was gonna-
not to make
What?
anything awkward, but I think I remember when Liam was trying to decide on like awards. Ew. When Leo was trying to decide on awards and stuff, he asked for people like to send him award categories, and no one did.
No, I sent him.
So-
I sent him who I voted for like each thing, and that was it. I sent him one person who goes, "No, I need to make a ballot." I was just like, "But other people make it."
Yeah.
You know, but no, I was the only one. I thought we were gonna get genuine trophies, and I was just like,
Nope.
but you know what?
Hey, I thought what he did was funny.
They still have a painting, and they're on my shelf.
Did you see that Tim has a like actual Oscar on his piano right now?
What?
Yeah, from his daughter's fiance.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's storing it
Well,
there.
My Tony says best murderer of songs and birds.
Oh,
Mine
From my
says
senior year, so.
best or the hardest fall on stage for my freshman year.
I guess
Yeah.
we're just the funny, goofy, ha-ha people.
Well, because
Hopefully.
did they have genuine awards?
No, he basically did like best actress, best singer, best actor, whatever, but like gave it weird names and stuff. And I was
Well, because it was like the show was like. Honestly, I think that's
Adam Sandler was so much fun.
That's the
but
best
I was,
show I've done.
I think
and I wasn't even important.
I think I
Tree number 3.
was super happy about Adam Sandler because I was very comfortable with Finley. Like I love Finley. He's like my little bro, and so I had to spend a lot of time with him,
Mhm.
and it was fun.
I spent a lot of time. I think me and Peyton hung out a lot during that show.
Sam, question.
Yes.
Do we just want to? We're at 30. Do we want to stop, or do we want to just keep going?
Well, we'll just keep going.
Because I mean, it's been a while.
It's whatever.
45-minute episode.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's
I'm
special.
so special.
It's special.
Oh my
Special.
gosh.
But anyway, we kicked off. No, yeah. So, but yeah. Sorry. I think Adam Sandler was my favorite show that I've done. Costuming was really fun. I wore because I was a soldier. Like I was like a soldier ancestor. If you've never seen Adam Sandler, you probably they're like ghost people. I guess kind of they're the
ancestors.
The ancestors of the Addams Family, and they come back to life for, like this big event. And it's like, I mean, what big event? They really never disclose. It's like
Full disclosure.
Yeah.
it's like once a year they come back to visit or whatever, and so they did. And I was the soldier ancestor, but my costume was an actual like U.S. Army issue.
Like the real
Yeah,
thing.
like the tags.
Wow.
And so and also you got to think those things are made of nothing but wool.
Yeah.
And so it's like that thing was probably like a solid like half an inch thick.
Wow.
And I had it buttoned because I was like, it looks better if it's
Yeah,
buttoned.
you were like sweltering the whole
I
time.
had
Yeah,
like
but
the
I looked
heaviest
so
wig on of all time.
With the microphone.
Yeah, with my mic.
Sound design for that
and
show.
It was
I
so
hated
sweaty.
it.
It was so gross.
I hated having to do mics for that show because the masks were so thick that it sounded like you were literally talking behind a pillow the whole time.
It still sounded.
That's why I'm glad that they let me put mine.
They as in me.
Well, Kenny also had the part of the decision, but that you let me put mine like through my hairline because if
That sounded so much better than
I know,
everybody
and
else.
I mean, like
It
I
was
felt
just so much
bad
work,
because
though.
I was really glad that it was just like me and Eli on stage for Pulled, especially because Wednesday's songs are just so like belt heavy.
Cold is my favorite song. out of all
I
of them.
still love singing that song.
I'm
I
not
love
gonna
singing.
lie. I think the high school. I listened to the actual Broadway recording. It was good. I think the high school did a way better job at it.
Hey, by the way, anybody who's listening, I may or may not end up putting all the all the recordings, like from all the shows on my YouTube channel eventually.
Why would you say that?
Don't put the like Sunday recordings of anything though.
No, I have all the good ones.
Okay, I was gonna say because I
have, like, I have all the Saturday
shows.
Yeah.
Can you? I knew. I'd send it to me.
Yeah. Oh God. I have to get that off my Google Drive before they like take it.
Yeah,
away
before
from
they
me.
terminate it.
Do you know when they
Never
like delete your
Go home and
Google
do
stuff?
it after we're done here.
I was not able to access any of my Google stuff like immediately.
Really?
Yeah, so I would do
So
it quickly.
I
if
need
you
to do
could.
that like.
Well, it's in a shared folder. I think Colby has access to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's on my drive shared to him. So it's,
Oh yeah,
so
no,
I
you
gotta-
should still be able to.
I still have.
I can
backups of
access stuff from like
backups.
my 6th grade teachers who are retired now. So that's how.
It's fine. I'm sure it's
You're still in.
stuff.
They shut down your entire Gmail.
Yeah, you don't have your Google account anymore.
Your Logan Berry Gmail, like
It just
they
goes
shut it down.
far away.
That's probably.
Because
I have
had a
840
bunch
gigs of
on-
stuff.
Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff on there, and I can't access any of it anymore. And
I never wanna-
I remember them saying like, "Oh yeah, like you'll be able to like keep this stuff for college," and then
Nope.
you can't.
I'm gonna. That's why before I graduate,
I'm looking right now
I'm gonna
because now I'm
upload it
concerned.
to my, or I'm gonna upload it to a flash drive, a
For
thumb
sure.
drive, if you will.
I had to buy like an 8 terabyte hard drive to try and fit all of my Google Drive stuff on there.
Yeah.
Because I have an absurd amount of things. Like I've maxed out my internet multiple times just trying to.
The bandwidth
like
is-
like I've gone over our data limit like 2 months in a row. My
my
parents are
God.
upset with me.
I seriously thought that internet was unlimited,
Nope.
but like I guess that there's so much of it though that like it's kind of hard to go over your bandwidth.
I have a terabyte of storage or data each month for Xfinity.
That's a lot.
Well,
I mean, gotta think how big are files on a
Go to
computer?
the public library and do something. Zach.
not again.
I'm gonna go to the public library and upload a zip bomb to.
Yeah,
If, by the way,
840 gigs
to
of
McDonald's.
stuff.
if anybody's wondering what it,
I'll be there for like 8
Yeah.
years.
before you figure out before anybody freaks out what a zip bomb is, no, it's not an actual explosive. It's like a.
Well, it is
It's-
explosive.
wait, you're
in
kidding.
It's,
some
no, it's like a
ways.
folder.
I thought
with a
you meant
ton of-
like.
you know, like what a zip file is on a computer.
No, I've never heard of that.
It compress it, so you have like a bigger file, and
I'm
then
gaslighting you, I know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
You seemed so genuine. I was like, okay, I guess I have to
But for
explain
those of you
this.
who don't know, it's like you take a bunch of folders and then compress them into one file, and then when you, as it's called on the computer, you unzip it, it like crashes the internet because it has to process so much. It's
Oh,
really.
that's
I think
terrible.
a kid in 8th grade uploaded one to our school's network and shut down the entire system for like a day or two.
Do you
Oh my
remember when
gosh.
we got like hacked?
Yeah, that was.
Like
Yeah.
my senior year.
And everybody
was
said that was,
terrible.
like who did it? They said it was like a Russian hacker.
Yeah, I don't know. There were so many rumors. I just didn't
I
know
just
anybody.
thought that-
Fun fact about the school network: the intercom system it goes through the school network. So if you know the right extension, you can get into it.
That's.
Like it's just
I
a
am
4-digit
going
code.
To figure it out and have fun with that.
Because you have all the teachers' numbers.
If you get to Mrs. Ross's desk, it's just on a sticky note right next to the phone.
I'll figure it out.
Why? Wait, who's Mrs. Ross?
The lady in the
You
office.
better be careful. You have like teacher following.
I don't think
mean,
that with all you
I don't
teachers.
really think they care. Or
Also,
what am I gonna do?
It
Like
reminds
play Rick
me,
Astley over
what
the
are you gonna? You,
speakers or
you won't
something?
even be in the building.
Yeah, like well, you can. You
Hey,
can
my
do
mom
that
still works there. I'll go
without-
back and visit.
Might be on her phone too.
I mean, yeah, Mrs. Combs is, or the counselor's done the. She's a counselor, isn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Mrs. Combs.
yeah.
Shout out to Mrs.
I
Combs
also
for
have
being a real
Sweet,
one.
sweet lady.
Yeah.
Love her.
Who, Mrs. Combs? Yeah, she's a very nice lady. I've spent a lot
hang
of
out with
time in
her
her
daughter.
office scheduling because I'm just a total pain when it comes to that stuff. You're welcome, counseling department. I make your life a living hell.
Speaking of students going over the intercom.
Oh, God.
Did that happen once?
Well, for SNL previews or like for SNL promos, they used to, like, the directors or different people from the cast would go on the announcements when Matt Jones was making announcements, I think. And I remember hearing about this. I wasn't in high school yet, but my siblings were. And there were a few guys who were on the Sam who were on the
Sam's breaking things.
Yeah.
How many Cokes has that been? Like 3?
This is my second.
Okay.
It's not that many.
Yeah.
It's too many, but you know, it's fine.
But they went over the announcements and we're doing like a preview for it, and then one of them said the N-word.
Oh no.
Yes, they said like peace out N-words, and like they were not black either. Like it was.
Oh, that's
it was a
terrible.
Huge, it was a huge thing.
Yeah,
It was
that's
just like,
terrible.
bro.
One of the things that I'm a big fan of when it comes to SNL, like last year, from the past few years, it seems that it's gotten worse and worse in the sense that they're pushing the envelope in the sense that they're like
My entire was it senior year was all about drugs.
yeah.
Yep.
Literally, like
Yep.
our whole SNL was about drugs.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like every time
fun.
they've done
funny,
it,
though.
it's like I feel like it's always like also like just inside jokes from the school,
Yeah.
and they always talk
Yep.
about a bunch of stuff that they're like, let's see what we can get away with. But this last year, I feel like it was a little bit more of like here's just a bunch of funny little
Yeah, no, I
things.
think you guys did so well. I was so proud. Like when I watched, Ghost Adventures is the
Yes,
best.
it
I
was
agree. It was a great skit.
was
I thought the SNL was just super.
This
super
computer
funny.
was
I very proud
melting.
of you all.
Yeah, a little bit. I heard
Like
it.
this computer was just melting like forever trying to get Ghost Adventures and all those stupid videos
Yeah,
out.
I
This
heard.
thing terrible.
We edited a lot. I think the last editing session we spent at the Iron Horse
The radio
Broadcasting
station?
radio station.
we were just in the
4
boardroom of the
hours.
radio station
Oh my
for like
gosh.
hours.
Yeah, we got there at like 7 because you're like, I have to work at 7, and then I did some editing for a couple hours, and then after that we spent another like 2 or 3, and I didn't get home until like 12:30. I think.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was great.
But it was fun though.
Yeah,
Glad it was done.
Yeah, next year me and Peyton want to do a little preview for you out there. Me and Peyton want to do a Finding Bigfoot thing because
Aren't you guys gonna do that out here?
I think so because we want to.
Just let me know when.
Okay. Because they've done
Because this is like a great place to do that.
Yeah, no,
Like
for
it's
sure.
just totally free. Just do whatever.
because they've done
Like the most Miss Midwestern person ever. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. mhm,
Yeah, no, yeah. Sorry.
but it's because they've done Ghost Adventures. I think that was the 3rd time me and Peyton when we did it, and that one was a little bit less Ghost Adventures and more of just like I think it was a little bit more goofy, but also a lot. I think it was really really funny.
No, I thought it was very, very funny. I thought you guys did.
I think that was my favorite thing that I did because I wanted to co-direct next year, but I'm like, if I'm doing something with Peyton, if it's anything like Ghost Adventures, I won't have time. Literally, I would get my stuff done in class and then do stuff for Ghost Adventures.
Well, that's why.
It's a whole project in itself.
Yeah, and I feel like you need to like be working on it not just from the time that you guys decide you guys are doing SNL. Work on scripts and stuff before even. Like I was trying to talk to Liam at the time about how like you need to start. Everybody needs to start getting stuff ready for like a long time before. Especially since you barely have any time. Yep, that is the sound of a nice Coke being opened for Sam.
Refreshing.
Music to my ears.
Sammy CF.
A nice cold
Peyton
drink.
Mucker and
Awesome.
Sammy CF.
Oh my god, that's gonna. I feel like in your obituary, that's all it's gonna say.
Peyton Mucker and Sammy CF.
Yeah, that's it. Those are the only things.
I love that.
I love that I did that during the Tonys just live on the thing.
Oh,
yeah, I was wondering. I heard
Yeah,
that.
I just scrambled over the microphone, pushed the button, Peyton Mucker. Yeah, it was great.
Tony's
Oh,
really fun.
sorry. Speaking of the Tonys, I lied. I teared up twice. Cried like bawled like a baby once, but teared up at Sam and then also teared up at Eli because his cute little song and your guys' little puppet thing was
He
just.
made that.
I know.
It was such a
It was a
good-
Harry Potter sock.
Yeah, it was a Slytherin
He was
song
so
that him and his,
cute.
that
That was
his
great.
mom put together. He's like,
It
"Hey,
was
will you be
so
my
cute.
puppet?" And I was just like,
He made most of it himself.
Sure.
Apparently, she did some of the like sewing, but
"Yeah, I want to learn how to sew." So
Me
so I have,
too.
like a skill.
I'm gonna get better at like I don't know.
I'm good at fishing. Hey, do you guys
Yeah,
know that I like
that's
fishing? I love fishing. Let's talk about fishing.
Yeah, for sure. We have like 30 seconds until we hit.
Oh wow,
45 minutes.
you're correct.
We can keep going over.
Actually, we have less than 30 seconds. We have to stop this episode. Thank you for coming up to this
He said, like,
episode.
let's
and
keep
all that.
going.
I'm just saying, if you want to, I don't care. I have nothing else going.
I'm-
How's your Coke?
How is it?
Do you just want to go to an hour?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I mean, do you have to be anywhere anytime?
No.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's just keep going until we finish.
All right.
My dad was talking about how he listened to a few podcasts.
How long is your dad's drive?
It's from Lafayette.
So it's about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, he talks about like sometimes like there's like three or 4 hour episodes that he'll listen to like on his way there or like on his way back in like multiple days. He's like, yeah, it's great because you get to pick it back up. Maybe we should start doing like 2
Hey,
hours.
could you give me $5 for the like licensing thing? So
Oh yeah, I'll get that.
That'd be great.
soon.
Because it's $14 to actually put this up on the thing.
Per episode?
No, each month.
Oh, okay.
Like $14.
To have the subscription to put it up on like Spotify and stuff.
Because there's a thing that
there's a
okay.
fee.
Do you guys make any money from this?
No. We do
Aw.
this is a hobby.
Hey, that's okay.
Brought to you by our sponsor,
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol.
Upset stomach, diarrhea,
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol or something. I don't.
My cousin used to come over and be like he'd sing the stupid song from that commercial, upset stomach, diarrhea, and like he would just like sing that over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
I like threw a shoe at his head, but it's okay.
No, steel toe
And he's,
boot to that head.
and he's Hispanic.
The
so he's
cleats.
like,
He's Hispanic?
yeah, and he was like, you threw your chocolate at me, and I was like, no.
That's adorable.
Oh man.
He's like 12.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no.
Oh, so you're
So
throwing
bad.
shoes at a minor now, huh?
Wow, how old are you?
I'm full.
That was so loud. It's rude to ask a lady her age.
Yeah, I'm 4 years old.
You don't look a day out over 6 months.
Wow.
God, I hope.
Babies are ugly and gross. No offense on your babies.
Thanks.
Oh man.
You're so mean. You're really building up my confidence right now, Sam. It's so mean.
You look disgusting.
You look
Disgusting.
disgusting and gross like a baby.
Desecrated meat sack.
Okay, and on that note, what else can we talk about that's not a desecrated meat sack?
Do you guys like Stranger Things?
Oh, don't know.
You know what? I watched
stop.
that-
I haven't.
No, I just watched like the
I
first
haven't
2
watched the fourth
episodes.
season yet, so.
Oh,
I watched the first 2 episodes of the 4th season.
I haven't watched.
Well, of the first season for me. Like I put it on, I was
And
like
then I watched it.
immediately amazed because I have like
It's
a really cool sound setup in my living room just because that's what I do, and I've never heard like the Dolby Atmos above work before, and it was like amazing that I there was like things rustling up there. It was
well, like
nuts.
the show is really good because it's like I love the color choice and cinematography. Like Starcourt
too.
Mall, dude. Oh, so vibrant, yet at the same time so like dark but bright.
It's like a movie. But it's
like
a series.
That's the thing about like shows now. Like we've talked about it forever ago.
Cinematography and everything.
Yeah, they have like shows nowadays have a very like movie style budget and like production.
Especially
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Netflix shows right now. I feel like they're moving more into like the film genre, even with like series.
I feel like lately a big thing, like indie films have always been kind of around, but I feel like lately art films have been a lot more. Like it's gonna sound stupid, but a show that I think is really good, a really good example of like vibrancy and like cinematography mixed with like drama is Squid Game. Now, if you're
Never seen it.
it's a genuinely good show because of how everything's structured, how everything looks. Like everything, you can tell that everything was like chosen specifically.
If things are too hyped up, I won't deal with it.
No,
I don't know what that is about me, but if the
That's how
TikTok's
I
very
didn't
very
want to
hyped
watch
and
it
everything.
because of all the hype. I'm
Yeah.
definitely one of those type of people as well. Like I haven't seen
That's how I
a
felt
lot of
about
things
Donda. No offense, all you Kanye fans.
about Kanye.
Don, well, because like
Yeah, I haven't listened to that.
yeah, I'm like I don't listen to that kind of music.
But when I watched Squid Game, I think I just also really like am interested. I think the Korean language is beautiful as well. I don't know. I watched Sudna.
I find it annoying that I can't understand what they're saying.
Well,
I thought you were like,
do I really have
you
to-
live on the planet where multiple languages are present.
I love how you. I thought you
I
seriously.
just think it's
about that.
annoying.
I think you seriously thought you were about to just say. I think Korean people are annoying. I was just,
No, nothing against them specifically. It's like, do I really want to like watch a
That's
show
what's-
that I have to also read at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
I used to
Just watch the dub, dude. That's what I did.
That's
Worst experience.
terrible.
Yeah, no.
Dub compared to the
it's like
non-dub.
Siri trying to read a book.
No, they have they have people
Yeah,
read the
it's-
lines.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, it's not just like.
Well, then I'm just misinformed.
I mean, it's not good.
Well.
it's available.
You know what?
That's your
It was
reason.
fine. I
Well,
binged.
my parents said it wasn't bad.
I binged the show in like 2 days. I was just like, I'm gonna sit down and watch Squid Game.
When
Squid Game.
we had watched it, I just could not stop talking about how I thought it was going to end, and I was right. I'm always right.
You're always right. Not to toot your own
always
horn or anything, but you're always
You know
right.
what else is always right? The price.
Wow,
The
thank
price
you.
is
Thank you. Are
right.
you Bob Barker or Drew Carey?
Drew Carey.
Barker.
Drew Barker? Wow.
Bob Carey. Oh,
Oh, God.
this is super off topic again.
Oh,
but
no.
yesterday, me and my sister were talking about like McDonald's names, or it would have been a couple days ago, and I thought, you know how like they have like McNuggets or like McCafe. I said McBurger and started dying. Can I get a Mc? Or then she was like, "Can I get a McNapkin for my McMess?" And it was like McDrink. It's like McSprite. So I want to go there.
And ketchup, please.
Like every time, I'm like, "Can I get a McDouble cheeseburger with extra McOnion and McKetchup?"
I don't think I find enough joy in life to do things like that and like find it funny.
You know what?
Well, I've yelled at a drive-through thing with my megaphone once, and it was actually pretty funny.
That's like
Just ordering at Subway
we
with a
work in
megaphone.
retail, okay? We understand
Yeah.
what it's like, so we can just do it right back.
yeah.
I don't work in retail.
Yeah,
I'm just stupid.
Yeah, you just can't. Don't be a jerk to people, okay? You don't know what we go through sometimes.
I'm just yelling at you
Like
through
whenever
the thing.
people come through Steak and Shake and they're like, "Should I get a steak or a shake or both?" And I'm
These
just
people.
I hate the general public.
When people.
Does Steak and Shake actually have like actual steak?
They're steak burgers.
Is that what
Okay,
it's
so
called?
no, that's not actual steak. Like you can't roll up to Steak and Shake and say, "Yeah, I want an 8-ounce sirloin, please."
No, but it's not
Yeah,
that kind of steak,
fast
but it is
food
technically a
steak.
steak burger.
That's a great idea.
You're gonna pay $20 to eat a steak
Sure.
in like
In my
apartment?
car?
Like,
of
with
course.
sauteed onions.
Dude,
and
that's the most
mushrooms.
like
Yeah, like
report of the week. This is running on empty food review kind of thing ever. I had one of those hoodies a while ago. I don't know where it went.
Interesting.
Sam's going crazy.
Yeah. This is the first day I've had off in 4 days.
Did you ask for today off just for this?
No, I asked for today off because of JCT tonight. Because I have JCT tonight.
Oh shoot! Civic Players is coming up.
What
I
show are you
gotta
doing again?
like do the sound design for that like now.
It can't be that difficult.
It's a lot of people. And,
Seriously?
And JCT is going to be terrible, just because of how many people there are going to be
There's
and how
not.
many people I have to. I've been talking to people. There's like over 100 people casted for the actual show.
Well, it's
Like where are we going to put them all for Beauty and
It's more
Beauty
like
and the Beast?
chorus kind of thing.
Like where are we going to put them?
The main cast consists of like 15 people.
McHale is large, but it's not that big.
I mean, though, I think that sound-wise, it'll sound really, really good.
Thank you.
Well, I'm saying like because like how many voices?
Yeah.
It'll be like Joseph, but better. Joseph had a lot of people.
Joseph was really, really good.
According to what I heard, because my stepmom is on the JCT board, she said that Joseph was their best show, like
Yes.
financially,
I
which
bet.
was kind of surprised.
And I think they did what they used to do when, like, I was little and I was in JCT. Like, they would like send a list home with the kids, like be like, "Oh, you need to get these costumes," rather than try to buy everybody these costumes all at one time. Like,
Right.
And they were super simple costumes, like, "Oh, just get like a plain colored T-shirt and some shorts." And
Yeah.
It's like
suspenders
now
or
the set
whatever.
design for that show was kind of
Like a box with a cactus made of PVC pipes.
yeah.
And a
But that show, it was
I thought the
palm trees only had 3
lions type
leaves.
thing was cool.
oh like the Arrowhead.
Yeah, the parrothead.
Well, they-
Lion.
we just had that.
Oh.
It was just in a building
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, no, I thought it was really
I think
cool.
that was reused from Wizard of Oz.
I
sure.
think one of my favorite set designs was the Addams Family, like the
Jeff did a really good
the
job with
crypt.
that.
Okay. first-
Actually, I painted the crypt.
well, I'm talking about like the.
Well, just the whole design in general.
Yeah, like set design. I feel like production design for that show.
Okay, Katie. All right.
And like production design for that show, just in general, was really, really good. I baby powdered the costumes
Oh my gosh, I'm still trying to get baby powder out of my microphones.
for theater arts. Kitty would take us
terrible.
down there, and we would like when we weren't doing like actual like class stuff, we'd go down there, and I was his.
That's
test.
most of what that class is preparing for the musical.
I was
Yeah.
his test dummy though. Like
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Okay." And it's like, I think there was like 6 or 7 instances where it's like, "Hey, I'm gonna try this," and I was just like, "Okay." So I probably have like a third eye somewhere in my small intestine.
Wow.
That's why I get weird. What would it be like having 3 eyes? Because you have, with 2 eyes, you process it as one image, but like chameleons,
An image
like,
and a half.
like
Wow.
like chameleons, like that's
See through things, you can
like
see through things.
I'm pretty sure it is physically impossible to comprehend that. Kind of like how it's physically impossible to comprehend nothing because nothing does not exist.
But nothing is something.
Exactly.
I can't comprehend anything.
Time is relative.
Yeah, I can't comprehend the
Huh.
ABCs.
Time is relative.
Also,
Yeah.
do you guys know how to say your ABCs backwards?
ZYXWV.
I don't know them backwards.
Isn't that like a sobriety test kind of thing?
I don't remember. I used to be able to do it really
Like
fast.
field sobriety? No, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that's like
It's terrible.
ZYXW. That's as far as I get.
ZYXWVUTSRQPLM
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V
No, I keep messing it up. Yeah, no. I used to be able to do it. DBC. DCB.
ABC Yaw. I love ABC Yaw. I still get on there.
Yeah, dude. Or like Spelling City or.
Oh my gosh.
ABC Mouse.
Dance mat typing. Type on me.
There's like, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
That's great.
It was like it wasn't it. It was like BBC Broadcasting too that made it
Yeah.
for some reason. Don't ask people why they were the ones that were in charge of making that, but it was iconic. We used that before typing.com was a thing.
Flash games. Those are good.
R.I.P. Flash. Why did they get rid of Flash?
It was a big security issue.
Yeah.
It was just such an archaic platform that there was no way of really updating it to make it more secure.
I was like a girls go games type of girl. Like go play like the princess online flash
GirlyGames.com.
games. Yeah.
Miniclip.com.
I don't know what you just said.
No, it was like a Flonga, right? Yeah. It was like just a
Flocka Flame.
Waka Flocka. I thought it was Waka Flocka.
It is. But it's
He's a
Flocka.
rapper, isn't he?
Yeah, Waka.
I don't listen to Waka Flocka. I listen to Elton John.
Just Elton John.
Well,
No Billy Joel in there.
That's the CD. In the
I listen
car.
to nothing.
I'll make you a CD.
Wait, do you know how to burn CDs?
Of course I do.
Oh, can I send you a list of songs?
Absolutely, and I'll put it together for you.
I need you to make a ton. Wait, how many tracks can you put on a CD?
Depends on the length. You can usually put about 30 on one if you compress it right.
Interesting.
So what you're saying is that can I like
Just give me a list and I'll fit it onto one.
or a couple if it sounds better that way. It's
Okay.
all in the
Because a CD only holds like 700 megabytes of data. It's like real small.
I mean, really though, that's a lot. You gotta think songs and stuff. They're stored in what kilobytes?
Depends on lots of things.
A good album. I love Pink Floyd, but the "Wish You Were Here" album. It has there's 4 songs, but it's almost an hour long because they're all so long. There's 14 minutes. Also, it's Pink Floyd, so it's gonna be weird.
Quirky.
There isn't now. I know a lot of people are I wish music was how it used to be. Which in 30 years, rap isn't gonna be a thing. I feel like rap is the now. Rock and roll, or you had doo wop and okay, you had swing, and then you moved into doo wop and
You just follow what pop is right now, and that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
And then Billy Joel and all of them back in
I mean,
That
I
was
feel
the
like, I feel
70s,
like
70s, 80s. That was the pop.
grunge
back.
was the 90s. Early 2000s was 2000 Britney Spears, that kind of stuff. Nowadays it's pop, and it's already starting to move into indie rock.
well, indie rock and then alternative pop,
BTS.
alternative R&B. Yeah, BTS, K-pop is getting a lot bigger, but I don't know. I think
Kmart pop.
Kmart.
Kmart pop.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Heck yeah.
When there was a Kmart in Peru,
Yeah, I used to go there.
dude, that was
Get a
the
banana
jam.
costume.
Gotta be honest, I've never been to a Kmart.
Dude, Kmart's are
So
exactly what you'd
I've
expect.
been to.
You know, like
Just like a store.
you know, like attention Kmart shopper. You know what that?
Yeah.
You know, that's exactly what you. That's
That's it.
It's like like what you imagine
It's
it
a-
to sound like.
yeah.
Is that? It's
Wow.
like the Habs bullhorn speakers that play music. out in
Genuine
the
bad quality.
I see Kmart
Yeah.
as like a Big Lots almost. Like I would go there like get like a
Dude,
water bottle.
also-
I love
Yeah.
Big Lots though.
Big Lots is so underrated. I
I
love
know.
that store.
Our like my senior. Okay, my senior year we went to Big Lots all the time, but
Yeah.
See, I've only been to Big Lots like once or twice in my entire life, even though it's right there. Like, why go to
actually
Big Lots
fun.
when you can just go to Walmart that's actually closer to my house?
Because I don't.
well, because Big Lots is more homey.
I don't like. I don't like.
Big Lots
Sure.
is my homie.
It's like, so here's the thing. I have a father who used to work at a grocery store for a very long time. So
Kind of like you.
I've worked there for like 4 months.
It's a long time for a
Worked
grocery
there
store
for a
worker.
very long time.
My
Think of how
father
much
was
turnover there was.
fire inspector.
My father. My father.
My father's in a fire
But
inspector.
so he very much understands customer service and how a store should be ran. And so like
Does he critique your store?
yes, he critiques, and that's like, and like when he, and like, so I work at Martin's, right? Martin's back in its heyday
boy.
was like a family store, but then they got bought out by a different company, Spartan Nash, which was Nash Foods, but then they combined with Spartan to form Spartan Nash.
This is Sparta.
And then they bought out Martin's, like the company, and so now it's just one of their just subsidies, and and now it's a Spartan Nash store rather than just Martin's. Like Martin's was its own thing, but now
You're like a Martin's historian.
Yeah, you know.
trust me, I know
You know
my,
the story
my
about the
stuff.
Martins.
I know my stuff.
Story
Sorry, Dad, I'm
Sammy.
forgetting any of this.
Okay, so you would know better than me. How many Martin stores are there still left?
57.
Left?
I mean, I only know of
No,
one.
I don't think
And
no.
It's
the
one
ones-
here.
I think we're the southernmost. Most of them most of them are up by like South Bend
Okay.
area.
Southern, very north.
I
And in the North Pole, there's a Martin's just sitting there.
yeah, that's actually Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
I think
it's Martin's.
I think there's like 23 or 24 maybe. I don't know if that's right. We're Martin store number 18.
Wow.
Crazy.
We're the 18th.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
So like we're legal.
Wow.
Yeah.
18 legal.
Legal
Oh my
to do
God.
what, Katie? What are you implying?
Literally nothing. Like I mean, I could move out, start paying my own bills when I was 18, but that's it.
I work at Martin. Anyway, so like,
Get free
but
gas.
I mean, even still after all these changes and whatnot, customer service is still a big thing. What we do now, it may not be like as heightened as it used to be, but I feel like our service is still pretty good. I mean, like, and aside from like the whole like shipping shortages and all that kind of stuff, we make
How's your toilet paper supply? I've heard it's terrible.
at Martin's.
Yeah.
It's been pretty okay.
Huh.
That was.
You got the Charmin?
Do you think I bag the groceries?
Well,
No,
do you
I-
see Charmin going across your belt?
Yeah.
Okay.
That usually is
You're
people.
probably fine.
When it comes to like paper towels, though, it's
Scott Ring.
Bounty.
No, usually it's Brawny. I see Brawny a lot.
It's off-brand bounty. Funny.
But anyway, but Walmart, you see, like we can't even have water up front anymore. That was because somebody up north in one of our other stores spilled water on the belt and fried it. So now we can't have water up front, but we do have a water fountain over at the pharmacy that we can use.
Tastes like chalk.
That actually tastes like my childhood of all the time I spent in Martin's while I was a kid.
That's your childhood water fountain right there.
Yep, dude. I mean that store has gotten smaller because I've gotten bigger, but I still love it. Like I don't hate my job by any means. If anything, I enjoy my job.
No, I like
used
that for you though.
I used to go to Martin's with my grandma all the time. We'd have like 2 carts just full of stuff. Like just
You're the people I hate.
well,
Because, dude, they're like, can we fit this all into one cart? And I'll be like, I'll see, and it's like stacked like 3 bags high. I'm like, this is not good. So you have to put all of the crushables on top so they don't get smashed, and then everything that's like 50 pounds on bottom.
Oh, boo-hoo, you have to do your
Oh,
job.
I was literally just about to say the same thing, Zach, but in a nicer way.
Well,
Hey Zach, get it.
I don't
a
really care.
nicer
Go work at Martin's,
way.
then you'll understand. Start bagging groceries.
I'll play you
Yeah.
a song on the world's tiniest violin.
But they but like
It's okay, I
it,
can
like
be rude
and
too.
like especially a big thing, we can't have headphones in like while we're working up
Makes
front.
sense.
But everyone at Walmart
Has
wears
AirPods.
Yeah.
has AirPods, and we have like grooming standards. Like you can't have like certain beard length or certain like you have to like you can't like it used to be like to where you had to be completely clean shaven.
And
you
it's
can't
more
have
of a-
any
it's-
facial piercings or anything.
It's not as public as a company as Walmart, though. Walmart can't necessarily ask that much of a lot of their employees because they're so public and so
I guess
global.
there's so many people.
Yeah,
But Martin's, on the other hand, we're the elite grocery store.
you are.
You know, you
That's why our prices are higher. But our alcohol prices, that's why a lot of people come to buy alcohol instead of going to liquor stores because our tax isn't as high.
You guys are like the saving grace. If Walmart were to ever close and like leave, Martin's would be the only one that would.
Well,
I mean,
take
my
up all the
family
slack.
like hates going to Walmart. They like only.
Yeah, it's
I-
just too much.
I think I've gone to Walmart once in the past like 4 months, and that was for a can of hairspray for puffs. 'Cause I need it.
I've gone to Walmart a few times, but
I mean, it's fun to walk around at like 8:30 when you have nothing
Yeah,
else to do.
right.
But aside from that, it's kind of. But I like Martin's. I know that it like before I even worked there, I knew the ins and outs of the building, so I kind of got like a hands-on.
What's behind the Martin sign?
Oh, up there?
Yeah,
it's,
nothing-
I think it's most of our ventilation. Like all of our like AC.
That'd be kinda
probably
cool.
some electricity.
Say what?
Probably some electricity.
Actually, no. That's where the
But doesn't it light
that's where all
up?
the fired log rolls go. When they're fired, they're like, "You're fired." They put them up there, and I have to live.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of smells weird.
They just set them on fire and put them in there. That's what lights up the sign. Sorry.
No, they have like big hamster wheels. That's
Yeah.
they power the whole store.
When we had that big, like the really big storm to where like all the power went out on the
Yeah.
east end, our power went out, and I was at work, and I'm
I was at the radio
I'm
station.
sitting there bagging
It was
groceries,
terrible.
and then all of a sudden lights flickered, but they came back on. I was like, oh, okay, we're good. And then they went off, and there were people, and we're like, okay, we got to get all these people out. So we just had to write it down on paper what they were buying, and we also like self checkout still worked a little bit. Like it was kind of
How?
because we have backup generators, but like because they're connected to a server, but they still worked somehow. So we got them out, and then some dude, you know, like the scooters that people ride, just comes rolling out of the darkness with just a cart full. He's like, "Hey, everybody! I see that your lights went off. What happened?" He's like, "Well, I'm ready to check out so I can get out of your guys' hair." So I got him checked out. By the way, I scanned and bagged his groceries, which I've never done. I was like, "Oh, okay," so I did. And I talked to him, and he was really excited that we had a sale on Eckridge hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bun size Franks, baby. He bought
Ooh.
like 20. He was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And then I had to go face.
Let me get some hot dogs. Roast them over our fires.
Yeah, over our post-apocalyptic
Yes.
fire.
The trash fires in the street.
Yeah, but so facing is like whenever like when the shelves look messy and stuff. That's when I come in, and then I come in and
Superman
bring
Sam.
everything.
Oh, so when all the shelves are messy, that's when Sam's not doing his job.
Oh.
No, I don't face grocery. I face like ice cream front wall, alcohol and beer side,
That
which
sounds like
is
grocery.
the alcohol.
It's like groceries to me. I don't know.
It's a grocery store.
Well, yeah, trust me, there's different sections.
I think you're lying.
Actually, it's Martin's Supermarket.
Thank you.
Count on us.
But he keeps saying he works at a grocery store.
Yeah, I know, but I don't handle that.
Are you just proud to be working at a grocery store?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
But no, for like where like when we're talking about like the canned goods, like all like our boxed dinners and cereal and all that kind of stuff. That's literally like its own department, and there's people who do just that kind of stuff. But I do like what I do is kind of overall. But like the alcohol aisle, like whenever there's like a bunch of like bottles misplaced and whatnot, I go in, I pull them all to the front, make it look all nice and smooth, you know, labels are facing the right way. That's what I do. And you know how they're all glass bottles, right? I had to do that in the pitch black dark with my phone flashlight. You know how scary that was? It was like a horror movie.
The guy with the mobility cart just coming behind you again. Hey!
I forgot. Sorry, they're 2 for $3 or something like that.
Oh, how do you guys deal with having like so much like sales on pop a lot? Like is that just like annoying that you have all that pop all the time, or does it just not matter?
It's bought so frequently that it's like anything else.
Yeah.
Except that like especially like it's more of a summertime thing, especially like around Father's Day and graduation, Memorial Day, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, people come through. That's the thing that people like about Martin's, because like Walmart, there's not like a discount aisle, and maybe some things are like discount a little bit, but like Martin's, there's an ad in the paper that you get, and there's all of these things on sale, and then people come through. Like right now, we have a sale on bicolor corn, or as some like
corn.
Yeah, you get 10 shucks of corn for $2.97, which is really good.
Yeah.
And this one lady I work with, she goes, "Oh, did you get how many of the bicolor corn did you eat?" She says bicolor, because she's like in like Midwestern accent. Speaking of Midwesterners, do you guys know how to play euchre?
My grandma tried to teach me once, and then I never just picked it up.
You guys aren't true
I
Midwesterners.
may have played euchre once or twice in my life.
Yeah, no.
I love euchre, dude.
Yeah, no.
I'd probably have to have it explained to me again, but it's not that terrible.
We'll have to get together and play euchre sometime.
Yeah.
Euchre podcast. Gambling.
Hey.
Speed euchre.
But yeah, I enjoy my job, except for when it's hot, like yesterday, and people have to go get the carts out of the cart corrals. We have a thing called a cart strap. You hook it on to like both handlebars of like the farthest carts, and then you just pull it. It's kind of like it's like a ratchet strap kind of thing. You just pull it as hard as you can, and then you make sure that it's all there, and then it like forms it to like a banana shape kind of thing to make it easier to move around.
Yeah.
Which when I first started, those things were heavy. Like, I mean, you gotta think you have like 7 or 8 carts on one, and a cart probably weighs like 25, 30 pounds. So you get 7 of
It's
those.
just metal.
Yeah.
Wheels.
I mean, I'm not picking it up, but you have to push it. Or
Let me just hold this cart above my head. That's how I take
the
it.
little carts are so heavy because it's just dense metal, just a giant, just.
Yeah. I'm surprised that, like, with all the technology that we have with, like, autonomous stuff and everything, I'm surprised that the carts don't just, like, make their way back into the building somehow. Like,
You know how
through
expensive
their.
that would be?
That
Well,
would be so expensive.
But
Awesome,
I
but it'd be
mean,
expensive.
even Walmart doesn't have that, and they're like
But
a giant company.
But the things at Walmart, you know what they do? They get the stupid little carts that they push under and they pick it up because their workers are lazy. That's right. I'm calling out all you Walmart employees. You guys don't work half as hard as us at Martin's. Martin's Walmart war.
You're gonna get fired, Sam.
No, I won't get fired because I'm hyping up Martin's.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, for the
Desecrating
last, like,
the competition.
15, 20 minutes, it's been, like, a Martin's promotion.
Yep. Come to Martin's.
Hey, we're
Come to Martin's.
as-
No, I love the store. It's a great store. I grew up there. I know the ins and
No,
outs.
but seriously though, it's
Like,
though
We
I
have the ex-employees in the attic.
I can get by with like what I'm doing unless it's cigarettes. I don't know the first thing about cigarettes because I'm the one that has to handle them and get them out of the locked cabinet.
I don't know.
And they're
I'm surprised they let you do that.
I can't scan them. You have to be like 18, I think.
You have to be.
But you have to be 19 to ring up alcohol, but you have to be 21 to drink it. I don't get it.
No one gets it.
I've had. My favorite part of it is you get some really strange people in there. Really nice people though.
Don't drink alcohol, people.
No, I'm just talking about in general.
I know, I'm just saying.
Just-
I'm giving a PSA.
What's your job like?
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it.
Oh.
And I'm the
The-
worst.
I'm glad that nobody listens to this where you're coming from.
Well, they know I hate it, so.
Oh, okay.
And-
So this
I mean, I make okay
more.
money, and
How
I
much you
really
pay
like
now?
13.
What?
13.
Man, really?
That's pretty okay
Yeah.
Whenever I'm here, like doing things, I get paid $20 an hour.
for.
Yeah,
Well, that's just
yeah,
you're
I bet.
doing
I
like
bet.
municipal work, practice.
Technically, I work for the government.
Yeah.
You know, through the
Good for
school,
you.
I work for the government. Through here, I work for the government. at the radio station.
Katie
Technically,
Ashbaugh.
that's also
I'm
the
really not
government.
that better. I'm
I just
saying
work
good for
with
you
them.
because that's a really good gig to have at like 18.
Yeah, to be making that much
And
money.
And then
I
like also to work for the government.
just
because
make my own hours.
You can climb your way up as a sound guy for the government.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
awesome,
you might be this
dude.
new sound engineer for like the next inauguration.
You know, I've seen a video about that. That's actually very cool of how much work they have to put into that and like the backups that they have to make sure that like nothing fails. It's
Yeah, I feel like
it's absolutely nuts how much stuff that they have to do.
I mean,
for
like
it.
when you find a passion though, and like that's really cool that you can move up using that, and it's like an art form
Yeah.
too.
You
Like that's
will make a living and pretty good money off of something that you just like doing,
Yeah.
which is not a lot of people can do.
for sure. But no, I hate Steak and Shake. It is. I don't know. I don't like working with the general public that much.
What do you do?
I do just about everything there.
Do you work the grills and stuff?
I can.
Which Steak and Shake are we talking about?
One on Essex. It's like by the.
Like
it's
what
closer to
town?
the mall. Oh, Kokomo.
Okay.
Is this
Is
the
that like the
across-
only one open now?
No, the other one's open, but their dine-in
Is this
isn't
the
open.
across
And they
the
do
s-
like they actually do cocaine in there. I'm
Oh.
spilling some secrets, but
That's
they
terrible.
actually like rail lines on the counters back there. It's insane.
Ah.
We keep trying to get them shut down, but it's just not
Are we
working.
talking
That's
about
terrible.
across the street from
The hospital? Yeah.
That one? They do cocaine there?
Yes, that's what I've been told many a time.
Huh.
And I know
I've
like
eaten there.
I've eaten there too.
God,
that's
I've
terrible.
gone to that one before. Like right when I started, I was like, oh,
Feel a
like, I
little
wanna go.
speedy afterwards.
And I thought that I was working at that one because it was closer to my apartment at the
Yeah.
time. And no, I was not. And when I went there, they messed up my order and didn't get it back to me for 45 minutes. It was like, oh, I was trying to be really nice.
Sam, just do it.
Sam, there's no one in there.
Oh,
What if he opened the door and the boogeyman came out? Woo! Oh my. I like how I like how he left
Yep.
silently.
Yep. Totally silently. Didn't make a ruckus at all.
Nope. Just 100%.
That's terrible that people are like actually doing drugs.
I know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think in Kokomo, especially, addiction and crisis and stuff is so heavy, and especially like different shelters and stuff are so overworked and overran right
Yeah.
now because the accessibility to not even just hard drugs but any drugs is so available, and it's scary.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like I've had coworkers that I've known, and then I've worked there for almost a year now, and I've slowly started to see them come in and start to like whittle away, and
That's terrible.
It's terrible. It's absolutely
Wow.
terrible. And they're like great people. It's just
Sure. Yeah.
how you surround yourself, what you get yourself into. You know, I don't know. I feel like there's always chance for growth and everything, but it's hard to get yourself out of it when you're in that crazy of a place where
Yeah.
it's so prevalent there.
What did I miss?
Talk about drug addiction in Kokomo.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
so
I love drugs. I'm just kidding, no. Drugs are a very scary thing.
Drugs are very scary. Don't ever
bad. I
do
know some
them.
people. I know some people.
I mean,
Your mom? I'm just kidding. Music teacher.
I think if
Tempo
you're
always gets faster.
I think if you're doing recreational drugs and for a safe purpose or whatever, and not like all the time, then
Yeah, I mean, if
It
you're
can be
not,
okay,
if you're
but-
not, I feel like if you're not doing hard drugs, you're fine. So I mean, don't
Right.
I think
heroin, meth.
but if you're not doing hard drugs, you're fine. But also even like smaller ones like marijuana and stuff, if you're smoking all the time and like I feel like that can start to cause an issue.
Yeah.
Also, I looked at myself in a mirror and my hat was sitting like 5 inches above my head. Why did no one tell me?
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice either.
It was like I looked like Dale Dimmadome. From Dale Dimmadome. From
I think it's
Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome.
You're like my dad. Doesn't know the name, but the first letter's right.
I got
It's crazy.
Dimmadome right at least.
Dale.
Dale.
Hi, my name's Dale.
It's the guy on Hoosier Country. Dale.
Dale.
Dale E. Lau.
Ew.
Yeah, you've probably met him before.
I don't know if I've met him, but I've definitely listened to the public radio. So
Yeah.
I've heard him.
You got a problem?
I should really.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem
Problem.
with the public radio. I just don't ever listen to it. I like listen to nothing when I drive most of the time.
Just the sound
sit in silence.
of the road.
I might actually be a little crazy because I like actually just. Sit
I
there in
listen to
silence a
white
lot of the
noise
time.
while I'm.
I don't even listen to white noise. Like
I
just-
drive like silent sometimes. Like, cause I just won't be thinking about that. I'll be thinking about something totally different.
I don't think I've ever turned the radio off in my car, like ever.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and I should really tell you guys the story of like my first day at the radio station. That was nuts.
Go for it.
So of course I didn't have a key because they don't really like us having keys if you're under 18 or whatever. And I was waiting for Dale was the guy who was supposed to kind of show me everything. And I got there and he's like, "Okay, kid, come on, sit down and we'll figure this out." So I kind of get everything going. We start I think it was a football game. We started and then Dale goes into like the main common area and just falls asleep. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like I've only been doing this job for 10 minutes and he's already asleep.
Ew.
It turns out he was drunk.
Oh,
You know, so every
okay.
time that I had a problem and he had to come, he was yeah,
I
out
mean,
of
it
it.
seems like a pretty straightforward thing at the same time, though. I feel like until something goes wrong.
Well, yeah, when like the power went out, like you were saying, all 3 radio stations went off the air, and we didn't know what we were doing. We were like pushing reset buttons and everything, and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, like pop music started playing through the country station. We were like, okay, something's wrong here. So we called Alan, the owner of the radio station. He's like, okay, he lives in Kokomo, and he had to hightail his way over here. And then Matty Paul showed up, trying to fix it. He was like,
Matty Paul.
he was calling the transmitter site, like nothing was working. He was like, well, just gotta wait till Alan gets here.
Wow.
And then Alan got there, and what did happen?
He was like, yep, there's no power.
Yep.
I'll call LMU, see what's happening.
And then that's when your guys' numbers dropped. Like, I turned on the radio when I got in the car after
There was
work.
nothing.
I got off at like 8:30, I think, that night, and it was just.
Yep.
It was terrifying.
Yep.
I felt like I was on the purge because there was nobody. People who were walking were like wearing parkas and they were like hunched into themselves and looked like they were just like infected. None of the lights worked and power was like flickering in like Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, I'm in the apocalypse.
It's terrible.
I'm so scared of like the apocalypse. Like I just feel like I don't know if it would ever happen in my lifetime, but like the idea, I would just be
One
like,
can
just kill
hope
me now.
not.
Just kill me now. I don't think I could like. I would not try to like survive it. I would not try to do any of that. would
Yeah,
just kill me.
I feel like people in movies like The Walking Dead, for example, is like, what's the point? With all due respect, why
Yeah.
you literally are just living a sad.
lonely life. Like, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
But I mean, like if they can live their life in
I mean, hey,
solitude and
I need people to function. Not all, except for lately, because like I said, I've been very
I think
antisocial, like, and not even on purpose.
I don't know. I feel like I get a lot of my energy and happiness from like caring about other people. So if I was alone, then I would just not do well.
I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah,
honestly.
right.
I
Like,
get all my
I'm just sitting around my house.
I get all my care from fishing.
This is an insanely long
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to get our outro music going so
Okay.
we can figure that out.
This is
Oh wow, look at that.
This
The Tim and Susan Cahalan thing of them singing at the Tonys has 742 views.
Heck.
I said,
yeah.
dude, I bet you it's just all of the choir kids across Logansport.
Oh, probably.
for
It was
sure.
on the LCC alumni.
It was. I was
page.
wondering if it would get put in there.
Yep.
Wasn't Susan? Was she? Or no, they're the ones that started LCC. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was just saying, was
It
she
was
a
their
member of
organization.
Yeah, Tim was our choir director.
Dude, that was hilarious. When Tim came out, I thought that he was gonna sing something, and then Susan came out, and then I heard ding, ding. I was like, oh my god, they're about to sing
I thought it was super cute.
Yeah, it was really, really wise. I thought it was a very
How do you spell the word Freilich?
Freilach. It's like Frylock or something. That's right. Outro.
That's not it.
Is it?
Hold on, I'll figure it out. You guys keep talking.
It reminds me of like when people name their kids like Riley and spell it like
There it is.
Railygh.
Yeah, it's like, why do you have to spell it?
Why are you gonna spell Freilich?
Or
like
if people name their kid Absidy and spell it ABCDE.
that? What?
That's a real thing. I'm like, you poor child.
Your kid.
No, seriously, it's nuts.
That's
I'm like, that
awful.
poor kid is going to grow up. They're gonna be like,
I was my firstborn child's name was supposed to be Anakin, so
That's not terrible.
I'm
Like,
gonna,
know, I
that's a
thought it was
somewhat
kinda cute,
okay
but-
name.
I want to name my children Catherine and Art. 2 old school names.
like art for Arthur, or just like
Art.
art.
Because that was my great grandpa's name.
Aww. Okay.
It's nice. Well, I think that's all the time that we have today.
Yep, an hour 24 minutes.
Yep, 22 seconds.
That's what, almost 3 times what we normally do. So
Well, thank you, Katie, for
Of course. Thank you
this
for
time.
having me.
you're welcome.
this was a very easy hour and a half to pass too.
Yeah, thank you for making this not terrible.
Yeah.
I was so nervous this whole time.
No, no.
See,
This whole day.
You're
I've been,
natural. It's fine.
I've been like shaking.
You're fine.
So
Start
bad.
that podcast about whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
No, you should.
I think my time with BTS is done.
Oh, was it going to be about BTS?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Never. Change the topic, but still start a podcast. Anyway, this has been the We Don't Know What This Is podcast. Katie, thanks for coming on, like I said. I'm your host, Sam Foltz,
And I'm Zachary Showman Siegel.
and this is Katie. Katie, say hello.
Hello. Bye bye.
No, say hello.
Hello.
Now say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Ooh.